Welcome back to Long Island, NYCB Live, home of the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. It's been an action-packed night, and we expect it to continue with these lightweights. Islam Mamedov of Russia versus Ylies Djiroun, the French newcomer. Yves, he promised us a French touch. What does that mean in mixed martial arts?
Well, it could be the catering, it could be all these different things, but what I think it's going to be is his striking. I mean, we know Savat is a French fighting style. We know Ylies Djiroun wants to stay on the outside. He feels his striking is better, but his ground game is he feels that's comparable. And again, he's a French guy. What do the French love? The guillotine.
Little reach advantage on the legs there for Islam Mamedov. Let's get started inside the cage with Lillian Garcia.
Fight fans, this next matchup is between two submission specialists. It is scheduled for 3 rounds in the lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a grappler standing at 5 feet 10, weighing in officially at 155 pounds. In 20 professional bouts, his record is 16 victories and 4 defeats. Fighting out of Paris, France, here is Ylies Djiroun. His opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he specializes in Sambo, standing at 6 feet even, weighing in officially at 156 pounds. In 18 professional bouts, he has a record of 16 victories and 2 defeats. Fighting out of Dagestan, Russia, here is Islam Mamedov. Your referee in charge, Yves Djiroun.
Gentlemen. 2 lightweights in the cage. Islam Mamedov in the silver shorts. Ylies Djiroun in the red. Yves Djiroun, the 3rd man in the cage, in charge of the action tonight.
Ready, sir? Ready? Fight!
Tale of some win streaks here. The last time Islam Mamedov lost was July of 2009, and it's been 5 years since Ylies Djiroun tasted defeat. Nice leg kick to start it off.
A little overhand left to a leg kick. That was a nice combination.
That open stance leads for that combo. You get that guy backing up. That leg kick is there almost all the time.
Testing the waters with a couple of kicks here is Ylies Djiroun. Not afraid of the takedowns, at least early, from the Dagestani fighter. I tell you what, Islam Mamedov, as we mentioned multiple times, the last guy to defeat Natan Schultz, and he was strong in last season's effort, but he had to pull out because of illness. Presses Ylies Djiroun here against the cage. And this will be a big question, Randy. Can the Frenchman survive these grappling and wrestling exchanges?
You know, he's got 9 submissions in his record, so obviously he's pretty good at grappling at some point. He did a nice job of repummeling, getting double underhooks, and kind of neutralizing Mamedov against the fence.
His hips look good also up against the fence. He's not allowing Mamedov to get any type of control over his hips, although Mamedov is holding on to the top of his body. Look at this now.
Big attempt there.
Nice
Judo, Uchimata got that whizzer overhook, stepped all the way across, hoping to catch his hips and flip him over and put him on his back.
The shoulder punches there from Ylies Djiroun. A lot of times you hear people discount those, but last season we lost one of the favorites at light heavyweight to a broken jaw from that exact technique.
Sean, we think alike, great minds think alike, because I was just thinking the same thing. I thought those things were not very effective. I've used them myself sometimes, but until I saw that occasion last season, I didn't think those were anywhere near as effective as they could be.
Rakim Cleveland took out Rashid Yusupov. He was out for the whole season. Let that jaw heal. And now Djiroun has turned the action to his control, pressing Islam Mamedov against the cage.
Djiroun doing a nice job staying in there, keeping those underhooks, controlling Mamedov. And now Mamedov trades places with him. Back and forth we go.
Beautiful job with the underhooks by Djiroun. I mean, working those underhooks, not allowing Mamedov to get under his hips. But Randy, I mean...
Nice second and third attempt by Mamedov to secure the takedown there. Started one way, changed directions, caught Djiroun a little off balance, and got him going the other way.
I mean, we saw Mamedov do a couple different things with the leg to get to that takedown. And as that was happening, I was like, I need to step away from this and let Randy handle this, because that's high-level wrestling right there.
That was very, very nice.
And now Mamedov goes to work inside the guard of Ylies Djiroun. 9 submissions, as Randy mentioned, to his credit, 7 by guillotine. Mamedov, most of his wins also have come by submission. I already mentioned the formidable winning streak of Islam Mamedov, 15 straight fights. This guy doesn't even know how to lose at this point in his career.
Yes, but this fight is very competitive. Although right now Mamedov is in the controlling position, he's on top. I mean, look at this. Look at how Djiroun is able to replace guard. He's defended these takedowns well. The striking was pretty even. I think Mamedov is edging out, and he's starting to slightly pull ahead right now because of top position and control. But it's not by much.
Djiroun's certainly making him work for it. He keeps shifting, trying to find a way to trap that head, work into that guillotine position.
And as a result, Randy, feels like he's negating a lot of the striking from the top.
Absolutely. He's rendering Mamedov ineffective from that top position.
One sneaks through there for Mamedov, almost on cue, as he tries to pass all the way to the back.
Nice little sweep attempt, good scramble by Djiroun. Gets back to his feet.
Excellent scramble by Ylies Djiroun. 30-something seconds left here in round number 1. Nice chess match between these two lightweight contenders.
Djiroun trying to find a way to repummel, get rid of that underhook that's controlling him by Mamedov. Now they're both in over-under.
Randy, how would you score this round?
Tough to score, honestly, at this point. Both guys have done a lot of great things.
There's a 10-second clapper.
You got to give Mamedov a little of the nod because he had top position for quite a while.
Agreed.
More lightweight action next. We're back for round 2 here. Ylies Djiroun in the red, Islam Mamedov in the silver shorts. Sean O'Connell, Randy Couture, Eve Edwards, cage side. There's that left hand leg kick combination. We saw that in the first round also, Randy.
Not quite as effective this round as it was at the opening of last round, but he's certainly got an array of kicks. Does Djiroun.
Definitely, with that technique, you want to show him that left hand. You want him to either punch him through with that left hand, get him backing up, because as he's backing up, it's so much harder to check that outside leg kick.
Djiroun now getting to work on the lead leg of Islam Mamedov here.
Absolutely. It's about the 5th kick here at the start of the 2nd round on that lead leg of Mamedov.
Oh, little clash in the center there. A left hand on the exit from Djiroun. And there's that leg kick again.
Oh, Mamedov is landing that right hand.
Guillotine.
This is the specialty for Ylies Djiroun.
Mamedov's got to get off his knees.
We
Got
saw
locked
this.
in tight. Body triangle, inverted body triangle, arm in, guillotine choke. And it looks deep.
Randy, we saw this exact submission attempted by Magomed Karimov last week, or 2 weeks ago, excuse me. He was able to get the finish at a first-round submission. Eve, how does he get out of this, Islam Mamedov?
Well, Islam Mamedov has got to get off of his knees, but Djiroun has an opportunity to finish this. He's got to lean to his left and crank hard, but Mamedov did exactly what he needed to do when he was staying on his knees. Otherwise, he needs to get off of his knees. But he kept the pressure forward, started cranking with that forearm and prying Djiroun's head back to peel his own head out of the guillotine hold.
Back to work inside the guard of Ylies Djiroun. Open guard right now. Djiroun trying to create another scramble. Up kick.
Djiroun doing a nice job of tying up Mamedov's arms and making it very difficult for him to score and land anything from the top position.
Pass here by Islam Mamedov. First attempt to scramble up is negated, and now Djiroun finds himself in a little bit of trouble here. Regards at least to the half.
Djiroun's in a little bit of trouble. Mamedov has that arm trap beneath. So now, if he can stay away, if Mamedov can keep his left hand free, he was going to be able to land shots. But Djiroun did exactly what he needs to do. Roll that thumb over on the backside to clear that arm.
And now to the mount goes Islam Mamedov. To a high mount.
This is the hardest mount to escape, that high mount.
Looking to set up a triangle choke here is Islam Mamedov.
Go to arm bar. Could potentially roll back to triangle, but I think he's going to go arm bar. Yeah, here's arm bar. And he loses the position.
Good job by Djiroun.
Oh, a risky move by Mamedov again. He's looking for points. He's going for a finish. You got to do it to climb the standings in PFL.
Especially after tonight.
Yes, after all the action tonight, after seeing the defending champion with 6 points heading into the ESPN Plus card, these guys know they've got to do what they can to get those bonus finish points.
But that escape also showed a high level of defense from Djiroun, because Mamedov was in a very, very tight position to set up that armbar. But Djiroun recognized exactly where he was going, kept his head on the inside of that thigh, and did not let Mamedov even get to the position that he needed.
No question, Djiroun has some savvy on the ground as a grappler.
Djiroun in the control position here. Pressed up against the cage. We've seen these gentlemen here for a good portion of this fight. 10 seconds left in round number 2. And a back and forth battle between Ylies Djiroun and Islam Mamedov. More action to come on PFL 2. There's Islam Mamedov in the corner, catching his breath after 2 hard-fought rounds. His opponent, the French newcomer, Ylies Djiroun. A back-and-forth exchange so far against the cage and grappling here, Randy. Tough one to score?
Very tough one to score. Again, I think top position, being a little more dominant position, Mamedov has been there twice in the first and the second round, which I think kind of gives him the nod.
A handshake and hug to start off round number 3. Still potentially 4 points on the line in our PFL lightweight standings. Ylies Djiroun in the red, Islam Mamedov in the silver shorts. And back to work on the leg, but a jab in return.
I want to say something about that handshake and hug. That's a sign of respect, especially going into the 3rd round. And I think it's bigger than we let on, right? Especially in this fight, because Islam Mamedov is dangerous. We didn't see him past the quarterfinals because he bowed out. But he's a guy who should, coming into the season, he should be considered one of the threats to take the title this year. And Djiroun is challenging him. He's pushing him.
And beating up that lead leg. Mamedov thought better of a knee attempt there. Back against the cage we go. Double underhooks for Djiroun.
And Mamedov is going to have to stay on point. He has to stay focused in this fight. Djiroun is not backing down. And although he's behind on the scorecards, on my scorecard, he's still a threat.
Nice job with the underhooks. Djiroun is very, very good. Repummeling, controlling that body and keeping Mamedov off of his legs.
On cue there, he pulls Mamedov back up off of his legs. And at this point in a fight like this one, your cardio, your stamina really come into play, because it's been a lot of this really strenuous pummeling and cage work.
It's absolutely been a grind of a fight for both guys.
But they're still both in there, still both grinding away, still both fighting hard. Nobody really looks to slow down.
Don't forget, later tonight on ESPN Plus, defending PFL featherweight champ Lance the Party Palmer against a fellow wrestler in newcomer Alex Gilpin. Right now, two lightweights squaring off. Islam Mamedov turns Ylies Djiroun's back to the cage.
Pinch headlock attempt by Djiroun. Contorting to get out of that position.
Tell you what, the pressure obviously being put on here by Mamedov intense, because Djiroun, he'll find an advantageous position, but now he's dragged down to the mat. Just, it's like quicksand, just gradually pulling you under.
Double underhook, waist tackle, just twists Djiroun down to the mat. Mamedov does a nice job of controlling that position. Sitting in half guard where he seems to like to be.
I feel that Djiroun's best bet is to work to get back to his feet. Don't play the submission game. Don't look to try to set up traps. Work to get back to his feet and keep this fight at range, because that's where he's had the most success.
And with 2 minutes left in this fight, and Mamedov carrying an obvious advantage in riding time, so to speak.
Mamedov is looking to set up a head and arm. Pillow choke. Djiroun's doing the right thing by answering the phone.
Here's our Cageonomics fight tracker. As we mentioned, a lot of this fight taking place in the red there, up against the cage and on the perimeter.
The majority of this fight's happened on the ground. There's Djiroun, again, 65% of this fight has all happened in that outer ring, and most of it on the ground, which has been to the advantage of Mamedov.
Mamedov up kick attempts to posture, rewarded with an up kick. Triangle potential here. Great defense there by Mamedov. Once again, passes into half guard.
An up kick is not a reward, Sean.
Depends on who you talk to. Less than a minute left in lightweight action here. Islam Mamedov on top of Ylies Djiroun, the French newcomer. He's got that underhook you talk about, Eve, and he lost it.
That underhook is worth its weight in gold. And that's why Mamedov took it back.
30 seconds left. Impressive control displayed here in a grind of a fight by Islam Mamedov.
It's very hard to get up from beneath a really good wrestler.
Attempts to isolate the arm here, but Islam Mamedov will finish this fight on top and in control. Is it enough for 3 points in the PFL lightweight standings? We'll find out with the official decision next on ESPN+.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Cologne scores the contest 29-28 Mamedov. Judge Crosby scores it 28-29 for Djiroun. And Judge Varela has it 29-28 for your winner by split decision, earning 3 points in the lightweight division, Islam Mamedov.
So Islam Mamedov grinds his way to 3 hard-fought points in our lightweight standings with a tough decision victory over Ylies Djiroun. Split decision. The judges saw that one as real close.
It was real close, and I think that top position, or dominance in that top position, was the difference in the fight. I'm still questioning how. I didn't see the kicks from Mamedov. I saw all the kicks from Djiroun, but there were 15 kicks from Mamedov.
We'll have to watch the replay here. There's your,
I'm going to be out there counting.
yeah, there's your Cageonomics. And Djiroun, in this Cageonomics numbers, he outlanded Mamedov. I was quoted wrong information.
Yes, I think you were.
Yeah. Get ready. Listen. What you wanna do? If you don't strike first, that's when they gon' come at you. Yeah. and you know it's true. Don't let your life get worse being timid, that ain't cool. Nah.